Coming up, I'm going to talk about coral and fish food, supplements, and trace elements for the new tank. All right, let's start with coral and fish food. So for the new tank and the current tank, I feed mysis and brine shrimp cubes plus some pellets. In the past, I've used LRS food, specifically Reef Frenzy, but now I make my own stuff and I call it ReefBum Chum. It includes shrimp, scallops, nori, mussels, clams, silver sods, bloodworms, plus I also throw in some cubes of mysis shrimp and brine shrimp and some other stuff. Just kind of go to the supermarket and find some cheap stuff, cheap seafood, and throw it into the mix. Now, I also add in some Vitachem, spirulina powder, garlic, and some Reefroids. So the Vitachem addresses the nutritional deficiencies in marine fish and invertebrates. The garlic really helps with those finicky fish to get them to eat. The spirulina powder is great for fish, corals, and invertebrates since it's a really good source of amino acids, vitamins, and minerals. And the Reefroids is just a very popular coral food. Now, making my own food has definitely saved me some dollars. Typically, I will feed my fish 4 times per day. Every now and then, I will dose Reef Nutrition's Oyster Feast, and that also has aminos in it. But I do not directly dose aminos or other coral food in the tank. And in the past, I've gotten some cyano and other problematic algae when I've dosed, so I don't really think it helps a whole ton. All right, what about supplements? So I have dosed nitrates in the past to help with Chaeto growth, and I'll likely be doing that again with the new tank since I'm going to be using a Chaeto reactor. I'll also be dosing other things like iron to help promote that Chaeto growth. And in the past I've used Brightwell's Chaeto Grow, and we'll use that moving forward. Sometimes I do dose phosphates, but when I feed my fish more, I can get away from directly dosing phosphates, and that's my plan again. All right, what about trace elements? So in the past video I mentioned that I do 10% water changes, and I do use instant ocean salt. So that will really be my main way to replenish trace elements. I also dose bionic iodide every week, and I will also be trying the Triton infusion trace element additive since I'm using a calcium reactor. So this product will help fill that gap in terms of trace elements not being added to my tank with a calcium reactor. You get those additional trace elements if you do use the Triton method of dosing or other types of 2 or 3 part dosing like ESV. Well, that will do it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. One last thing, if you were looking to add some equipment, I do sell GHL, Pax Bellum, and Royal Exclusiv products, as well as Reef Octopus calcium and calc reactors, which is the equipment I use and recommend, so I will put a link in the video description below. And if you need help with a new tank build, including help designing a custom aquarium, or help reconfiguring your current setup, then feel free to reach out to me. I will put an additional link in the video description below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.